right. We are rolling.
Okay.
So tell us a little about yourself. What brings you to Omegle?
Well, I am 13. Well, I know that I've kind of like just kind of like mostly been trying to like, cause like some people like, how do I say? I don't know. I'm just
It's
like,
okay. It's okay. First of all, let's just take a moment,
yeah,
just like take a breath.
like,
There's no right or wrong answers. This is honestly just about you talking about the things that you care about and um, yeah, just so that, people out there can feel like they're not alone and, you know.
I would say what brings me to Omegle is I just want to talk with strangers. You know.
Hmm. So like how did you find out about Omegle?
Well, I was on like a game site and like in what did I say? An advertisement popped up. So I wanted to see kind of what it was, and then I clicked on it and I saw, yeah, the definitions and much more.
So what do you think of Omegle?
Well,
What are your honest opinions about?
first of all, it is kind of dangerous. Also, second of all, people can hack your IP. Like, it's very dangerous. That's why most people get hacked. That's why I use a VPN on Omegle. But my thoughts are it's pretty dangerous. So if
Could you
you're, I
could you
mean,
yeah, could you kind of talk to like explain that? Like why do you think it's dangerous and what is a
well,
VPN and yeah, just
a VPN is something that here I'm not exactly. Let me search it up because well, a VPN can protect you from most hackers getting into your account. Also, like finding your IP address and much more. But there's this app called if you search it up on Google and go to Google extensions, there's an app called Omegle IP address. So it tracks your cable company, city, region, country, and IP address.
okay. So could you like further explain like why like who do you think is hacking that information?
Like, how does the app work, or what do you mean?
Well, I guess like yeah, well, so I guess my opinions of this are like who do you think is hacking that information and for what purposes are they using that information? Like I don't know.
Well, it's not exactly hacking. I mean, it is, but when you use the Omegle IP address app, like on Google Extensions, once you download it, like tracking an IP address is not illegal. Like messing with communications and much more is illegal. But when you're using this, it's not exactly hacking. It can track like your database and just track where you are. It cannot track like it can't exactly find your house. It can only find your region and city.
So it's
And
kind of like light hacking, I guess you could say.
yes,
Like soft, yeah, like soft pressure or like yeah.
yeah,
Interesting. Is that would you ever want to become a hacker?
no, because if I am hacking, there are two different types of hackers. Those that help the community and those that hack for money and much more hacking accounts. Now, I do kind of program a little bit and do developing. I am also
Cool.
moderator in charge of development of some games. So,
Cool. Like what games?
well, do you know what Roblox is?
I have heard of Roblox. Really popular, yeah.
Yeah, there are multiple games on there. Would you like to like see what I mean by that?
Yeah,
Or
sure, yeah.
all right, so my username is GGA1234. I'll type it in the chat. Do you have Discord also? Or
I do have Discord, but I like have one follower. I did one thing. I did that finger on the app challenge. Have you heard of that?
no?
No, it's a thing that Mr. Beast hosted.
Uh,
It's
so
like yeah, okay.
oh,
GG
oh,
A1234.
yeah,
Cool.
that's my first. So like here, I can go to my account and read a little about myself. So I am a developer. I kind of do a little GFX, well, a little bit, and I most likely do building and programming a little bit.
What is
But
GFX?
so, oh, GFX.
Hmm.
I mean, I stopped doing it a couple 2 years ago, so I'm not like can't really explain. You can make images and such like cool images that can for For the game on Roblox, when you first create a game, you can upload an image for when so like an advertisement. But I do have to go, so can we
Okay.
maybe continue this?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Yeah. So if you are interested in talking more,
Sure.
you can check me out at this email address. And also make sure to subscribe. I'm going to post this video up on my channel
All right.
unedited.
Bye.
And cool. Alrighty. Well, there you go. Oh, that's my first one of those in a long time. Interesting. Yeah, kids like that are all over the place here on Omegle. Of course, anyone who's watching this has probably been on Omegle, and that's like the majority of cases or people like that, um, who just kind of like are in and out, quick talking. Um, yeah, it's interesting to talk to the whole gamut of people. I'm like so wanting to just have like deep conversations all the time, though. You know, it's like I'm like, let's talk more about like, tell me what your issues are, tell me what your problems are. But when a person is 13 years old, they're in what, seventh grade, eighth grade. This stuff is like on a completely other planet to them. You know. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Like when did you first start being aware and understanding your feelings, like really understanding your feelings? Probably not until like 18. I mean, 18, and then things start coming to you like a little more deeply, I guess, and then but then you push things down and then you let and then you examine them. It's like I guess it's like waves, you know. But anywho, I think is that going to be it for today? Kind of unsatisfying. But okay. All right, we'll see you all later. I definitely am going to do another one. This was not enough for me.